This connecting the headphone again. Ignesh, is it fine now?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. Okay, good afternoon, guys. Thanks for joining this session. So this is going to be a one-day virtual event, and stay till the end of the event and get a chance to win goodies like Echo, Sony headphone, or boat a smartwatch. And we will be having the quiz at the end of this event from 7 to 7:15 p.m. IST time. You can join the quiz and get a chance to win exciting goodies. Thank you. And today we are going to see how you can govern generative AI apps using Microsoft Purview. So in this session today, mainly I'm going to showcase about the latest feature that is announced by Microsoft called AI Hub. Recently, they have announced, I think in June or May end, I am not sure. They have announced AI Hub. Using AI Hub, how you can discover the generative AI apps that are used by your colleagues and what are the data they are trying to paste it in the generative AI apps, like maybe they are copying some content, maybe it may be some document or whatever it is, or from SharePoint or from the team chat, and then they're trying to post it in the generative AI apps like ChatGPT or Google Gemini somewhere. So as an administrator, you want to have a complete control what get posted in third-party sites, and you want to know, and also you need to take control of how you can block those things. So I'm NarasimaPerumal Chandramohan. I'm co-founder of GG Technologies Private Limited, and just give me a moment. Vignesh, everything fine, right? Sorry, I got some notifications. Sorry, I'm really sorry. So I'm NarasimaPerumal Chandramohan, co-founder of GG Technologies Private Limited, and I am also a Microsoft MPP. And what my company does is that we provide migration solution for migrating the workloads like Exchange, SharePoint, Teams, OneDrive, Planner, and all the Power Platform stuffs like Power BI, Power Automate, and Forms to between the tenants. If you are in, if your company requires tools for migrating the solutions in case of some diversification or measures or something, yeah, we we can help you. So this is about me, and I am a Microsoft MVP in Microsoft 365 apps and services category for last 7 years. So what is Microsoft Purview AI Hub? So basically, what it does is that it will try to mitigate and manage risk associated with the AI usage in your in your environment or in your company or in your organization, and using the Microsoft Purview AI Hub, you can implement the corresponding protection and governance. So using AI Hub, you can discover what is the activities happening using generative AI. So you can understand what are the sensitive data got used in other AI tools, generative AI tools, and then make sure you are protecting those interactions, or you want to make sure that sensitive data does not get leaked into other generative AI tools. And then finally, you can detect and mitigate business risks and regulatory violations. So for this session, mainly I will be focusing using Copilot and Microsoft Purview. And since currently this Microsoft Purview AI Hub is currently in public preview stage only, it is not in GA. So maybe once when it comes to GA stage, the number of features, whatever they have announced today will get changed. And also there are few items which are not working in the preview, if I am using a developer tenant, basically Microsoft, what they have mentioned is that to get all the functionalities to work, they need a commercial tenant with Copilot license. But in this session, I don't have a commercial tenant. I have a developer tenant with the Copilot license. So there will be some restrictions. So in those areas, I will be using the screenshots and explain you. So once you let me go to the AI Hub Purview portal. So I am in the Purview portal. I am in the new Purview portal. So go to solutions and you can see AI Hub. So once you logged into the Purview AI Hub portal, first thing what you will be seeing is analytics section. So from the analytics section, you can note how many, we have a separate section called AI data analytics. There you can have a note on how many AI prompts, generative AI prompts you had in past 30 days like that. Since I have only Copilot, this here it shows only the data for Copilot alone. How many prompts, how many interactions the users had with Copilot. Let me switch over to the screenshot. And then apart from that, what are the other important things is that in the right, you can see the sensitive interactions per app. Uh, Maybe your users might have shared some data from the labeled sensitive label files with other generative AI apps like Google, Bing Chat, ChatGPT, or whatever it can be. Whatever the generative AI app it can be, it will capture all the things like the number of interactions or the number of files or the content that has been shared. What are the sensitive information that are shared with the generative AI? And also uh, in the left, you can see uh, uh, you can see the grouping by the label type, that is the credit card number or Aadhaar number or social security number, whatever it is. And then in the bottom left, you can see the unethical AI interactions like what here it shows the insider risk management. It will try to show the data from the insider risk management, and it will try to show these are the things that are prohibited or it is not as per compliance. You should not share or chat with others. Maybe the users have used those information uh, with the Copilot chat maybe. So it shows those kind of stuffs here. Maybe you are using a Word document and you are preparing some stuff or drafting a project proposal, whatever it can be, wherever you are trying to uh, share sensitive information or insider risk, the items that you have mentioned in insider risk items, those will be categorized here. So AI Hub is not a standalone solution. What it does is that it works along with other existing Purview capabilities, uh, like sensitively labeled data classification, customer key communication compliance, auditing, content search, e-discovery, retention and deletion, customer logbox. And what it will do is that it will use all these capabilities to strengthen the security and compliance for your Copilot. This is how it works. It is not a standalone thing. What they have Microsoft cleverly done is that they have created a centralized portal or a central where you can get an entire idea on how your company posture or your organization posture with respect to the generative AI. What is the security? What is your current posture? You can get all those details from there. So what are the things AI Hub offers? So the AI Hub offers you a graphical insight or graphical analytical tools. So to get an insight on what are the AI activity happening in your organization. And also it provides one-click or ready-to-use policies to protect and prevent data loss in AI prompts. And then finally, it provides compliance controls to apply optimal data handling and storing the policies. So to use AI Hub, you need these permissions. Like if you want to view, create, and edit in AI Hub, then you need a compliance administrator role or global administrator role, or you need a Microsoft Purview compliance administrator group role group. You need to be a member of role group. If you just want view only access in the AI Hub, then you should have Microsoft Purview security reader role group. So let me go to the AI Hub, and then we shall spend some time here and try to understand what is AI Hub and what are how your experience when you are running into the very first time. So this is a different tenant. So if I am logging into the AI Hub for a very first time, it will provide you a step by step getting started guide. Yeah, it is very simple to use. First thing, to use AI Hub, you need to enable auditing in your tenant, Office 365 or Purview auditing in your tenant. So by default, most of the new tenants have Microsoft Purview audited by default. This option is enabled in all the new tenants. But in case if it is not enabled, you need to enable it first to get started with AI Hub. And then the second step, what we need to do is that we need to install the browser, Microsoft Purview browser extension. So it is a simple browser extension which is available for Edge, Chrome, and Firefox. You can install it in all these three browsers, and it will collect all the signals uh, uh, that you are in, all the signals, and also using this you can the AI Hub can track what are the sensitive data that are shared with the generative AI websites. And later, once the signals are shared with Purview, it will classify and it will provide a, analysis report. Or you can use to, based on this activity, you can take appropriate actions. And then the third thing, the third step, what you need to do is that you need to onboard all your devices to the to Purview. So this is the third step. So first step is you need to audit, you need to enable the auditing. And then the second step is you need to install uh, browser extension in all the machines. And then you need to onboard the devices to Microsoft Purview. And final thing is, this is what the important one is. What it does is that to get further or to extend your insight for data discovery, it will help you, the AI Hub will help you to create few policies. The very first policy is related to insider risk policy. What it does is that it will create an alert, or it will try to detect the the insider risk using this policy, the first one. And then the second one is this is a data DLP policy which will get created. What it does is that it will discover the sensitive prompts in AI assistants. So these are the two policies it will create. So to create these policies, I just need to click create policies. That's it. It will the policies will get created in few minutes, maybe 5 or 10 minutes. It took 5 to 10 minutes time for me. So once it is created, you can edit the policy later. If you want to add some, if you want to edit, if you want to add some labels or some other items in the inside the risk management policy, you can do that in later once the policy got created. So, so these are the very first step you need to do once you get into the AI Hub. So you have your machine, your browser is ready, and then you have the policies, everything in ready. Uh, then we can get the details like your AI data analytics after an after 1 day of time. Maybe it took it the Microsoft document mentioned is that it will take about 24 hours to get those all details to show in the analytics section. And also here, these things I think we have already seen in the screenshot, like what are the sensitive uh, informations that got shared with the generative AI, and also the classification, the sensitive interaction per generative AI app also. Okay, let me quickly go to the demo tenant. Okay. Here, I have set all the policies and everything here. So it provided me the tick mark. So let me go to, once you have created the policies and everything, now go to the policies section. Here you can see the policies that got created from the previous page. We have, I think these two policies we have created. I think, yeah, these two policies we have got created from the previous section. If required, you can edit these policies also. And then the other item that you need to know in AI Hub is Activity Explorer. Basically, it will for all the AI interactions, like if you have used to Copilot chat, or if you have used to Copilot for drafting the document, or wherever it is, all those interactions will be logged here. And you can get to know in which app it has been done, like that. All these things will be available in the Activity Explorer. Mm. Okay, these are the some of the challenges that we face before deploying the Copilot. First thing is, before we start deploying Copilot in our organization, we need to identify what are the sensitive information that we have. The sensitive information may be in Exchange, SharePoint, OneDrive, whatever it can be. In all the places, we need to know what are the sensitive informations are there. We need to identify that. If required, we need to move it, label it, or delete it. Whatever actions required, we need to do a complete analysis, and also you need to know uh, how where the mainly where the security data is spread all over your organization internet. And then you need to have a control, entire data control, like by using the various policies. You can safely have various controls like DLP, insider risk management, or whatever things. You have to have a data control before deploying the Copilot. And also you should have the data protection also should be in the place. So let's jump into some demo. First, I will show you, we have the DLP in place, data loss prevention policy in place, and also we have sensitivity labels. We have some created some sensitivity labels, and I have applied those labels to the files. Let's see the interaction with Copilot in using those files. Now let me open Word. Okay, now what I'm going to do is that I already what I'm going to do is that I'm going to refer uh, confidential labeled file here. That is, I'm going to summarize this file. I'm going to summarize this file and create a new document. So, so you can see the changes that happened. Once the Copilot referred the sensitive file. So first thing what you can notice is that the new document got labeled as confidential. That is the very first thing. Automatically, this file got automatically labeled as confidential. Since the original file that I have referred is also labeled as confidential. And then I want to show another thing also here. Actually, the moment, uh, actually, actually, the moment I refer a confidential labeled file, what it does is that in this window itself or in this dialog itself, I get a warning or information like you are referring a highly confidential file like that, but some it is not shown now. But anyway, the basic concept here is that if you are referring, when you are using Copilot and creating a another using a confidential file, the parent files label will get automatically applied. One thing. And another thing is that with respect to label is that you are making some interaction with the Copilot chat. Here again, I'm going to use the same prompt. Okay, now the Copilot chat provided the summary of that document. And here also you can notice that the label has been shown here. The confidential label is shown here for for the awareness of that user. So this is how the sensitivity label works with works with the AI cop. So Microsoft cleverly what they tweaked is that they will apply the label wherever you are creating a new content based on the existing label content. And also it will provide you a prompt in Copilot chat also. Suppose if I am opening this file and then, or if I am copying this content and pasting it in some other generative AI sites like ChatGPT or Google Gemini or wherever it is, again we can block the paste operation in the sites. Let me show you how. For that, I don't have the demo content, but instead I will show you the screenshots. So to do that, you need to edit the DLP policies to have additional action like audit or restrict activities on devices. There you need to select the option called phase to supported browsers. So here you need to select the action block. If you have done this, it will block the paste operation in generative other generative AI apps. So this is how it will be. In the left side, the user has copied some content from a confidential file and then pasting it in ChatGPT. So in the right side, you can see the ChatGPT, and when the user tries to paste this content, he will get prompted like it is prohibited as per the organization policy. Like that, it will get shown. So moving further, before moving further, I want to show something else also. So before you start deploying the Copilot in your organization, what you need to do is the very first step I have mentioned is that you need to have a content search and identify what are the sensitive informations or the data that has been spread around all your organization. To do that, what you can do is that you can use Content Explorer. Let me open Content Explorer and show you what are the things that you can do. Open the Content Explorer. Here you can see entire secure sensitive informations like credit card number, debit card number, or unique identification number, Aadhaar number, PAN number, whatever it is. It will have an entire data here. And then, for example, if I have selected credit card numbers, what it will show is it will show all the locations where this sensitive information got spread. So maybe let me check this SharePoint site where it is stored. So, so you can notice that there is a credit card number available in this file. So using the thing that I want to convey here is that use the Content Explorer first before deploying Copilot into your organization. Try to understand what are the sensitive information you have across your organization. So to do that, you can use the Content Explorer. And then right now we have seen how if a file has been labeled with some sensitivity label has been applied in the file. And if you are trying to use those files for generating content or you are deriving another content based on that existing content, what will happen with Copilot prompts like Copilot chat, and then in Word we have seen. And also we have seen how you can block the pasting of sensitive information in generative AI sites like ChatGPT. Mhm. And now let's see about auditing. Microsoft introduced a separate type of activity type called interacted with Copilot. Using this, you can identify all the Copilot interactions here also in the activity log itself. here in which workload they have done, what they have tried to done. Everything, all the activity logs you can try to get from here. So in the auditing, they have introduced this change alone. And then now again, let me go to the condensers. And then let me try to create a new condensers. Here also they have made the Microsoft filtered some options. Let me show you that. So whatever info, all the Copilot related interactions will get stored in Exchange mailboxes. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to Exchange mailboxes, it will be stored. And then we have a new type of condition called Copilot interactions. Using this, you can identify or you can do the content search on all the Copilot interactions, how your files got shared with the Copilot. So you can select this condition, Copilot interactions, and then you can do a content search. Let me open the existing one and show you. Okay, it's taking too much time. Let's come back later and check. And then similar to condensers, related to e-discovery also. E-discovery also, they have added this new type of condition like copilot interactions. So with respect to e-discovery and the condensers, this is the one change we have after the release of AI Hub. And then let's jump on communication compliance. So consider the scenario like you are working on a new product release, and then you have some code name for that product release like DX200 or something. You want to make sure the whatever the new product that you are working, you should not get leaked outside before it get launched or before it is publicly announced. So you want to be extra careful, like you don't want to be get revealed to any of the generative AI sites also. Even you don't want to get it shared in the prompts in Copilot also. In that case, how you can do that? Let's try this with communication compliance policy. So I'm going to create a policy. Let me edit the existing policy itself. So here we are going to apply it for all users. Suppose if you are going to do yeah, small POC kind of stuff, select restricted groups and users alone, and then set the reviewers. Here you can notice that the new option that got added, Copilot for Microsoft 365. Here, the interactions with Copilot for M365 will get detected. All the interactions with M365 will get detected. In next step, what we are going to do is that we are going to add a condition like it may be the new project name like DX200 or whatever it is. You try to add a condition like whenever these words are used in Copilot chat, you need an prompt or you want to got an alert like that. So you can do that. So what you need to do is that you need to enable this option Copilot for M365 and then in communication direction, set inbound, outbound, internal, everything. And in the conditions, add a condition like you should have these words used in the prompts like that. And then if you want to scan or if you want to analyze the images, the text used in the images, you need to enable these options, use OCR, and then the review percentage. Suppose you have large amount of content, uh, reduce this percentage to a lesser one. Else, you will get lot of alerts, uh, or lot of alerts will be uh, got produced for you to get review. So finally, you can save it. So let's see what are the alerts I received for this policy, for this communication policy. So once I created this policy, this communication compliance policy, and then if I make any interactions in this Copilot with this word DX200, I will automatically get alert added in this communication compliance policy. The cases are got created in the pending state. You can see a lot of cases has been created. You can get the detail like what it was like that. And then either you can resolve it or you can notify the user also. 1 minute. Or you can notify the user also. You should not do like that. It is highly confidential information. You should not share it in any generative AI prompts like that. Here you can either create a new notification policy or you can use the existing one. Suppose in case there is no proper response or anything, or you don't know if it is an confidential information or not. In that case, what you can do is that you can escalate it for further investigation. This is for. So in communication complaints also, they have added a new category called Copilot interactions for M365. That's the new category. So using that, you can uh, you can monitor all the internal communications for your confidential information. This is one way. So till this point, we have seen about the sensitivity labels, how it is tweaked for Copilot, and then we have seen about the content search and the e-discovery, and then the communication compliance. Now we shall see about mm, the returns and labels. So here also, there is a new category called Teams chat and Copilot interactions. You, a new option called Teams chat and Copilot interactions has been added recently. So what it does is that suppose uh, you have made some interactions with Copilot using the some specific files. What it will do is that if you have enabled this option, then it will apply the retention policies for that specific version of that file, not for the entire all the versions of the file. It will just try to retain or apply the policy for that specific uh, version of that file. That's the one thing. Here they have made this change. Team chat and Copilot interactions. So you can apply the policy, whatever thing you, how many years you want to retain, everything. And then you can save it. And another thing that I want to show here is auto apply. And then Microsoft done some changes in the auto play a label here also. So again, I'm going to provide some name. Here you can see the option apply label to cloud attachments and links shared in Exchange, Teams, UI, Engage, and Copilot. Here also what it will do is that it will automatically apply the label to all the files wherever it can be Exchange, Teams, or it is stored in UI Engage, wherever it is. Those files, or whatever files that are interacted with the Copilot, will get automatically labeled using this option, automatically auto apply label policy. And then you can either apply to the entire domain or however it is. Not just the Toller knows what it takes to win a major championship marathon. There are no makers subject duty. Is the I think someone unmuted. Love the course. So yeah, that's it, I think. So these are the changes mainly with respect to AI Hub. These are the changes they have Microsoft has done. One is sensitive labels, and then content search, e-discovery, and then the retention policy, the auto apply. These are the things Microsoft has done. So by properly, so this is very simple to do. You just need to activate the auditing, and then you need to install the browser extension, and then you need to onboard the devices. So once you have done, and then once you have created the policies, that's it. You will in 24 hours time, you will start getting informations like a shadow IT of all generative AI sites that are internally used in your organization. And then uh, you can also tweak these policies also. From here, you can make changes to the policies also. By default, the policies will get created in the audit mode or in the test mode. You can change the mode later once you are completely okay with this. And then I think you have seen about the activity explorer also. Yeah, you have seen. Okay, that's it. I have shared the reference like what is AI Hub and how you can use it with Copilot. And then uh, the second link shows what are the supported sites currently supported by Microsoft for AI Hub and how you can use or how you can protect the data used in AI prompts using DLP policies. That's it. Thank you. Please let me know if you have any questions.
Thank you.